Hi there guys, it's Tom Voyage here. Today we're up in Edinburgh at the Ooni Head Quarters. We're going to be cooking some pizza with one of their founders, Kristian. See how he does it. Let's go. All right, so first of all, Kristian, thanks for having me here. It's great to be here and to cook with you today. So we're going to cook some pizzas on both of these ovens and talk a little bit about our experience. So
let's do it.
After you go first.
So let's get going.
So when it comes to stretching a pizza, do you have a particular method or?
So I kind of modulate it a little bit depending on what the dough I'm working with. I was in Italy in the autumn and I learned the kind of Neapolitan slap, as it's called, the kind of stretching kind of method. So I usually try and go for that. But yeah, it depends on the dough a little bit. So let's get going with this.
Nice. I'm interested to see this slap technique. So I've always done the traditional kind of push it out from the middle.
Yeah.
And,
we'll start with that.
Stay safe.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. It takes a little bit of practice. It's actually interesting practicing it because I had to kind of unlearn 10 years, 12 years of pizza making.
Yeah.
And you're kind of muscle memory of that.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I've always gone for the technique of lifting it up and just letting gravity.
Yeah, that's what I usually often do as well.
So you put it in your hands and then slap down.
Slap down, and it sort of rotates about 90 degrees every time you lift it, and then you end up with a pizza like that. Just check it out like that with old techniques like that, and here we go.
That's looking good.
Looks great.
Yeah. Okay. So let's look at some toppings. So when it comes to toppings, what's your preference? Do you prefer to go less is more is more?
Usually if I'm making a couple of pizzas at home, I'll start super basic. So I'll just go, even last weekend I made just a marinara and then go to margherita and then start kind of building from there on topping. So I might just go super simple here with just maybe just a marinara or margherita.
Great. Yeah, I've always found to use better quality ingredients but less of them give better results than trying to overload a pizza too much with too many toppings.
What we got? How's your trip up been?
Yeah, really good.
Nice day.
It's nice that we've hit Edinburgh on a nice sunny day as well, even though it's a bit windy today. It's good. I'll take some of that as well.
A little bit of cheese, basil on top.
Do you have a preference on the type of cheese that you use?
I love this Fior di Latte that we have.
Fior di Latte,
yeah, that's usually. I don't like. You often kind of supermarket mozzarella goes a little bit soggy, and you need to plan a little bit more to drain it and all that. So
yeah, I found that too. And what about tomatoes? Is it always San Marzano tomatoes you would use, or do you have anything else?
There's San Marzano. There's a couple of brands. I often buy the stuff from supermarket. There's a good new one from Mutti that actually has been working really well.
Yeah.
Bianco di Napoli. If I could go to the US, I'll try and bring some of that over. And
you've got quite a range of groceries online now as well, haven't you? On the website.
Got it all on the website. So
okay, so I'll leave some links to the descriptions if you want to check out the groceries that Ooni supply. So we've made our pizzas here directly onto the table, which is fine. Some people prefer to make them on a pizza peel, one of the wooden ones. Kristian, what's your tips when it comes to launching?
So first, let's get the pizza onto the peel. Got my peel here. What I'll do, I'll get a little bit of. Now the wind's gonna probably blow this all the way. So here we go. I'll put a little bit on the nose there.
Yeah.
So we've got a bit of a kind of a ball bearing kind of system going on there, and then I'll lay the peel on the table, try and get it flat from the front, and then it's just one movement here onto the peel.
Okay.
Now the reason for that is that you try and avoid pushing this under the peel so that you don't get ash from we've made more pizzas previously. You don't get ash onto the surface where you're preparing your pizzas on.
Some good tips. I've always gone this way, just under like that, but then you end up with a little pinched corner.
Yeah. And here we go.
Great, and then shake off a bit of the excess
Oil here.
Oh yeah, we forgot the oil.
Here we go.
Great, thank you so much.
Sure. And then final sort of a little stretch here at the end on the peel itself, kind of with your fingers kind of pinching it out. And here we go.
Made mine a funny shape. So we've got two ovens here with us today. We've got the Karoo 16 and the Coda 16. Do you have a preference over which one you want to use today?
I'll go with the Coda here.
You
go with the Karoo,
Yeah, I'll go with the Karoo.
This way around.
Yeah, it's always been my favourite oven, this one.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go. So pizza goes in and
launch straight on there.
And when you're launching, I'll start by just getting the edge of the pizza here right onto the stone and then a quick pull.
Yeah.
So that you know that it's moving on the peel. You get the far end touching the stone and then just a quick pull. One movement and it's all coming out. And then I'll try and get my first turn as soon as possible. So and that way you get the best kind of rise along the here we go.
So you find the technique of using these turning peels handy, more efficient than using the peel to remove the pizza?
Yeah, so turning in place on the stone in the same spot, so you're using the same bit of heat that you've got underneath the stone to cook the base. You also, when you're not pulling the pizza out of the oven at all times, the pizza basically stays in heat for longer. Rather than pulling it out, it kind of interrupts the bake there. And I'm gonna come out with this one. Here we go.
Great. Here's mine. So let us know, guys, what you think. Whose looks better? This one that was cooked on the Karoo 16 using wood and charcoal?
Much rounder. Yours is much rounder.
I know, but I like the artisan look at this one. You've got the toppings right to the edge.
Thank you very much for that artisan look. Excellent.
So our pizzas are cooked. What do we look for to make sure that we know our dough is properly cooked in the Ooni ovens?
So I'm looking at the surface there. Of course, that you want to find the right amount of cooking. I mean, you can pretty much tell you've got maybe a little bit lighter there, but that I would say that's still cooked.
Yeah.
I prefer mine a little bit more sort of, I don't know, bit more color on it.
Well done. Yeah,
and of course, if you've got the turning peel, you can look underneath the pizza as it's cooking there. But yeah, that's great.
I always tend to look at the base as well to make sure we've got a nice bit of colour on there. Usually just push the crust, try and listen for a nice crunch, but a good bit of softness in there as well.
Awesome.
Okay.
Great.
Well, Kristian, thanks again for having me over today. It's been good fun to cook with you.
It's good
and thanks again for all the work you've put into making these fantastic ovens. It's certainly made a lot of people happy.
It's the best kind of work. I love doing this. There's bringing so much joy to people.
Yeah.
Getting to make pizza at home.
Great. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching this video. If you wanted any more information on the ovens that you've seen us using here today, you can check the links in the description. If you've got any questions, you can leave a comment in the section below. Thanks very much. Please remember to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time for more pizza making videos.